middle of Phoenix, Arizona. You know, that's the one beautiful thing about it. It's like
so we picked some olives a little while ago, and now that we're back in Phoenix, we're gonna go pick some more. My goal is to get about 10 gallons, really just go for it, and then, where are we here? Yes. And then we'll make some olives tonight, you know, so it's gonna be a busy day. And we just saw a really primo olive tree on the way here, and it was covered in green olives. So most of the olives that we picked so far have been a really dark purple, so it's gonna be kind of nice to pick some of those. And I wish I had a ladder with me, but we'll be able to get a decent amount, and we'll see where it goes from there. Check it out right up here, a lot of green olives. And there's so many birds around, just kind of nibbling on all the ones that have fallen onto the ground. So we're gonna try and pick as many as we can here. I just saw this on the way. This was kind of unexpected, so I'm gonna try and get these as quick as I can. Maybe get up on this wall here to get a little more elevation, and we'll see how many we can get. I mean, check this. This is nice. Olives, you know, probably one of the best permaculture trees to grow in Arizona, because you've got such a low maintenance tree, and then it's giving you fat, which is a rarity. Most of it's always sugar. So it's nice to get something with a little more fat in it, and it takes a little more prep than the other things, but it's not like you gotta cook them. So let's give this a shot. Some really awesome green olives. Very cool, very cool. Good to still see these. It's mid-January in Phoenix and we're still getting green olives. This is awesome. I'm gonna get up here on this wall so I can get a few more. And the irony isn't lost on me that there's a Jack in the Box next door. And I can smell the fast food, breakfast food as I'm picking organic olives. But let's get up here and grab a couple more, because we gotta get as many as we can while we're here. It's usually a little faster when you shake the branches, but then you gotta come down and pick them all off and make sure there's no rocks sticking in them. So it's a little bit of a balance, and when you're doing it by yourself, it does take a long time. I was in one little area of the tree, and I've probably been up there for like 45 minutes. A little rock. These are gonna be so good, so good. It's amazing how many olives there are. I can't believe it. And I'm right in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona. You know, that's the one beautiful thing about it. It's like we can start our own gardens, but there's already a lot of stuff around to pick. I'm wagering I've picked probably 40 pounds worth of olives today. And do the math, you know what the antipasti bar at Whole Foods is, about 10 bucks a pound. So $400 worth of olives in probably 45 minutes. That's a good deal. And all these cars are driving by, probably wondering what the hell I'm doing. It's a whole different animal, let me tell you. What's cool about this tree is that there's both black and green olives. So getting lots of nice plump black ones, and we'll mix them together. Here's a green one. Actually, I think we'll keep them separate just to see how they act differently, because this is I'm really new to this, and we'll put the recipe down below, and then we're gonna make them all probably in about a couple hours here. We'll get the brine going, and we'll see what's up. And by themselves, they're very bitter, so you got to put them in salt solution. We'll put the recipe down below. I think we're going to try 2 different versions just to see what happens. These olives make a huge mess. Nobody wants to eat them, besides a few select people in the know. And you know, they get all over the sidewalks, and these trees are meant to be worked with. They're meant, these olives, this fruit is meant to be picked. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's a shame how much goes to waste. A lot of people I know buy olives. A lot of conscious eaters are into olives, but who's out there actually picking olives and making their own olives? Not many people, unfortunately. We're hoping to change that because we've got a lot of abundance here to work with. And it's ripe for the picking. Literally, it's friggin' ripe for the picking. All you gotta do is just go out there and get it. Get off the TV, get off the computer for a little while, and make it happen. Start being a part of your own food cycle. Because now's the time. This is the time when it's up to us to really take control of our food sovereignty and become a producer instead of just a consumer. It's okay to be a consumer. I mean, that's a part of the deal. There's a lot of good people out there putting out good products that we should support, but you've got to take an active role in harvesting, growing, producing, processing your own food. I can't begin to, well, I can begin to, but it's really important, okay? If you start doing this, if you start living this lifestyle, no matter where you are, I mean, look what's behind me. And here I am picking $400 worth of olives right now. Remember this. To the kitchen, let's go. Hey, I want to show you. These are all olives right here. And I feel like it should be about, it's probably about 35 pounds so far. In case you're curious, we started this brine batch on December 24th, Christmas Eve. And let's see how it's doing. Make sure no dust gets in. We put a plate actually in here to keep a couple leaked out. Oh yeah, they're definitely turning color. Oh, they're looking great. They're starting to look like Kalamata olives. Let's take a little nibble. It's only been roughly 2 weeks, I think. It shouldn't be too long, but it's still bitter. It's bitter, but it's getting closer. It's not that bite that it had in the beginning. And it's a proper little olive right there. Let's try a green one. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit more bitter. It is, but it's got that green olive kind of flavor going on, so I'm just gonna chuck these right in the chicken area. Hey-o! And we'll see if they nibble on them. If not, it's okay. But these are looking great. And actually we have a little more room here. I think, gosh, if I would have known this, I would have, well, you don't want to mess up your timing, but these are looking great already. So yeah, and this was experimental. Throw a few rosemary sprigs in there as well. You know, we got a lot of rosemary growing out here in the desert garden. It does really well down in Arizona. And you got yourself a bunch of olives. Peace, everybody. Thanks so much.